What's up, guys? In this video you will really see why Woolf Strength and Nutrition had been created. It's really my fitness journey on my road to becoming a fitness coach and forming Woolf Strength and Nutrition for not only myself but everyone else in the fitness community.
As many of you know, I played Division I football for the United States Military Academy, and kind of always, fitness has been a huge part of my life. I always was working out, running, trying to be the best person I could be, and a lot of that was, one, it was enjoyable, and two, I loved and strive to be the best I could be. And then kind of going through college, I put on a lot of weight. I think the heaviest I've been was 250, but I was always bulking. So, I put on a lot of muscle, but at the same time, I just felt like my stomach was getting bigger and bigger. I just kind of got burnt out.
Going through senior year, a lot of it was a lot of talk about the NFL, and in the back of my mind I was like, well, I don't really know too many NFL running backs that are 250 pounds. So about halfway through the season, I started to drop weight. Like I said, I was about 250 pounds. And then I gradually came down to about 215. This is when I started to realize that this dream of mine might actually happen. So fast forward a little, and I was asked to go to the New York Giants NFL rookie minicamp. Long story short, I didn't make it. Obviously, at the time, academy graduates weren't allowed to play professionally, but never know if that is really the reason why, or if I just wasn't good enough. So at this time, I was already graduated. I was at the Basic Officer Leadership course in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and I was still training, trying to, increase strength, increase speed, work on my agility, and then I just kept calling and reaching out to teams, and nothing came out of it, and I got very discouraged. So then, obviously, I graduated Basic Officer Leadership course, and then I really just stopped caring about working out, and this is where I fell into the hole. And I was headed to Fort Carson, Colorado, where I'm currently at, and my wife was already here and pregnant. So fast forward, we had the baby, and Sarah, my wife, just was constantly working out, and it kind of made me feel bad, because she was just getting after it, and I was sitting here kind of doing nothing, because at this point I still didn't have that drive to work out or train at all. So that kind of leads me to my first reason as to why I'm kind of starting this journey, is because, my wife is that motivation. Seeing her work hard for what she wants, I want to be able to do that myself, because I remember how much I loved training, and just feeling good in my own body. And seeing her drive and push to achieve the goals that she wants made me feel like I need to get back into it. but I still wasn't at that point. Around this time, I was probably 233 pounds. So obviously I gained a lot of the weight that I put off. And you know, my wife was the start of that motivation.
Last time I left you guys with saying how my wife was my number one motivation for starting this, because she worked so hard to achieve her goals, and that was after we had this little cutie pie, which kind of brings me to my second motivation. I always told Sarah that you know, my body needs to be able to hold up. My body needs to stay fit, loose, agile, because kids are a handful, and if you want to, you know, be able to play with them and keep up with them, you know, it's very important. So I kind of want to change my lifestyle for my little baby here and the ones in the future. So that's my second motivation as to why, you know, I want to become a personal trainer and continue to reach goals for my fitness and honestly my overall lifestyle. This one is really focused around my third real motivation as to why I want to do my personal trainer, nutrition, strength and conditioning, and just help people with overall fitness. And that is really in part of, you know, my experience and what I've learned in the Army. So during my time as a platoon leader and a fire direction officer, there was always initial counselings, and with the soldiers I always like to, you know, lay out their goals personally and professionally, what they want to achieve. And they'll tell me, you know, I want to be able to do this, this, and this. And it gave me a sense of purpose to help them achieve those goals. And nothing was more fulfilling than seeing the look on their faces and how pumped and excited they got about achieving those goals. So I think this is kind of the big overarching motivation for me, is what am I going to do when I get out of the Army and I still want to be able to fill my sense of purpose, because I really do feel like helping people achieve their goals and fulfillment is going to be my everything and kind of my driving force in terms of other people. Like I said, my wife and the child are my biggest personal motivations for me to maintain my fitness and achieve my personal goals.